Hi, this session is going to cover you the concept of SAP Logon, how to work on multiple sessions, how to open a new session, how to close a new session, how to close a particular session, how to do the log off from the menu, what are the transaction details, what is the program name of a particular transactions, and how to create the favorites. So first of all, we have to do the logon on the SAP menu. So we have to open the SAP Logon pad, which looks like this. Then we have to click on our connection. Here I am going to click on this SAP Consulate. Then system will ask you the user ID and the password. Then you have to enter your user ID. My user ID is this. Then you have to enter your password. Once you click on enter, after entering the password, then system will take you to the SAP Easy Access menu. We have to do the right click onto the screen. Then system will show you few options like user menu, SAP menu, business workplace, settings, and set start transaction. If I am going to click on SAP menu, then system will show you the SAP menu bar for the different areas for different transactions. Suppose in our case we are going to work on the transaction which comes under materials management. If you click on to the different nodes like logistics, then materials management, then we can say the material master. Then in the material master we can see the material, and we can click on create special or create general. So you can see the name of the transaction MM01 in all the different nodes. We can click on this particular transaction from the SAP Easy Access menu, or we can enter the transaction in the transaction menu bar. Suppose I am entering MM01 in the transaction menu bar, then we can see that system is taking us to the create material screen. We are going back again, and we can see if we are going to click over here in the SAP Easy Access menu bar, then system will take us to the same screen again. So we can say there are two ways to enter into one transaction. One is via SAP Easy Access menu bar, and second one is to enter the transaction in the transaction menu bar. Now I am going to explain you the concept of /n. We have already covered the part logon concept, which is having the details of the user and the password, that how to log in into the SAP. Then second step is what is the use of /n. Like /n means system is going to kill the current session and open a new session. So what we have to do, suppose we are on the SAP Easy Access menu bar. So we are clicking /n and entering the transaction name MM01. What system is going to do? System is going to kill this particular transaction and open the create material screen. Same way we can kill this particular session /n, and we can open one more transaction like the creating the vendor XK01. What system is going to do with /n? /n is going to kill the current session and open up a new session. You can see that create material screen has been closed, and now a new screen create vendor is in front of you. So this is the basic purpose of /n. Now we are going to explain you the concept of /o. In /o, what system is going to do? Suppose we are on the create vendor screen right now. We are entering /o and another transaction is MM01. What system is going to do at this moment? System is opening a new session of create material, and parallelly system is keeping intact the previous session as create vendor. So /o means system is going to open up a new session without killing the current session. Then /n-ex, if you want to log off from SAP, then directly you have to enter in the transaction menu bar /n-ex. What system is going to do with this transaction? System is taking you out from SAP Logon. Right now I am going to press enter, and we can see that we are out of SAP now. There is no session open as at this moment. So I am going to log in again. And we can see like what is the next step. Next step is to see the usage of /i. /i means suppose we are working on a transaction /nmm01, and parallelly we are working on one more transaction xk01, and suppose we want to close this particular session. Right now we can see that there are two windows open. One is of create material, second one is of create vendor. Suppose we want to close only this particular session of create vendor. So what we have to do, we have to put /i over here and we have to press enter. So we can see that system is going to close this particular session of create vendor. So we can see that /i means system is killing the current session, and we can see only one session is open at this moment. Create vendor has been killed by /i. The log off. The next step is log off. Earlier we have seen we can do the log off with the transaction /n-ex. There is one more option to just do the log off from the SAP menu bar. We have an option in system, the log off. If I am going to click over here, then system will ask me that whether you want to log off. If I click on yes, then I will be out of SAP Logon path. So at this moment I am going to click on no. The next step. Next step is, suppose we are working on a transaction and we want to see the transaction details, like what is the name of the transaction, what is the program name behind that transaction. So we can see, suppose we are working on create material transaction, so we can see from this particular menu that what is the name of the transaction. You can see over here like the transaction name has been mentioned as mm01. What is the name of the program behind this transaction? The program name is SAP LMGMM, and you can see the username, that who is working on this particular transaction at this moment. You can see the username over here and the client details. So from this right hand bottom menu bar, you can see all this stuff, all these details. Then my next step is how to create a favorite. I'm going back again to the SAP Easy Access menu bar, and we can see that there is one option of favorites over here. So what we have to do, we have to do the right click on this particular folder of favorites. Then we have to click on insert transaction. And when we click on insert transaction, then system will ask us about the transaction codes. At this moment I am going to enter mm01. So we can see that mm01 favorite has been created over here. So suppose we want to create few more favorites, we have to again right click onto the favorite folder. Then again we have to click on insert transaction, and we have to enter our transactions which we want to maintain in our favorite folder. Then at that moment we are not supposed to enter our transaction in the transaction menu bar, and we are not supposed to go to the SAP Easy Access menu bar as well. Directly we can click on the favorite menu bar. Suppose I am going to click on here on mm01. Then system will take me to the create material screen. I am going back again, and I can see that again if I am clicking on xk01, the create vendor screen, then system will take me to the create vendor screen. So this is the usage of favorites. If you have to work on few of the transactions on daily basis, then you can maintain all those transactions in the favorite folder. My one more step is, suppose what is the usage of settings into the SAP Easy Access menu bar. So we can see, if we right click onto this SAP Easy Access menu, then we can see there are so many options. Like if we click on the setting button, then we can see that system has already this checkbox like display technical names. If you don't want to see the technical names of any transaction, then you can uncheck this, and if you click on right, then you can see that system has removed the name of the transactions in all of the areas. If I am going to right click over here, I am going again onto the SAP menu, then I can see in all of the areas the transaction name has been removed. So we can see only the name and nomenclature, like system is showing me all the details without the transaction name. So if I am clicking again in the setting bar, I am again clicking on this display technical names, then we can see again the system is showing me the transaction names. I am going again into the Material Master menu bar. I can see that all the transactions are having its transaction names. Thank you very much.